morning, happy Monday. It is a smidgen after 8 in the morning and I'm just getting my breakfast ready. So I have a cup of tea with a splash of milk, half a cup of oats with 2 tablespoons of powdered peanut butter and 1 tablespoon of brown sugar and a banana. Good morning, it is 11 a.m. on Monday and I've decided to have a snack in the form of this croissant. So I bought 2 when I was grocery shopping on Friday, and I mean croissants only last so long when they're bought fresh. I ate the other one the other day. I was going to save this one and make myself a second sort of croissant type sandwich for dinner tonight, but I made a big batch of, it's supposed to be stew, but I think it's too thin to be considered stew, so maybe I made soup. I don't know. I'm putting a video up towards the end of the week showing what I cooked, and just take pity on me. So I've already got that in play for dinner tonight. It's going to be a lot of carbs today because, of course, carbs with the oatmeal, carbs with this croissant, and I will be having a dinner bun with my dinner tonight. So just carbs galore. But I just wanted to make sure that I ate the croissant before it got stale and unpleasant. And since I know for like the coming week what my dinners are going to be, and I'm not comfortable like making anything more complex than the oatmeal on a work day for breakfast. I don't like being away from my desk that long. So if I was going to eat it, it's going to be getting eaten as a snack, and the snack is going to be today. All of that rambling just to say I'm eating a croissant and it looks amazing. And I have a cup of tea with a splash of milk. It's 6:23 in the evening on Monday. I'm home from physio and showered and desperately hungry. So this is a beef stew. It's my attempt at a beef stew. I made it yesterday, a nice big batch of it to have for dinners for the week. So apologies in advance if my eating is very repetitive this week. It doesn't look right. I was trying to make my mom's stew and it's the wrong color, even though I used beef and a beef broth. Hers is like a deeper, richer color, and yeah, I don't know. And hers isn't as runny. So maybe I did too much broth? I don't really know. But whatever happened, this will be perfectly fine. It is edible, it's not going to food poison me, and it is nutritious. So it is extra lean ground beef, a whole variety of different vegetables in there, some rice cakes, there's a beef broth. Oh, and the tomatoes, I have some baby tomatoes that I'm trying to use up because they're kind of dying. So I took 6 of them, washed them, sliced them in half, and tossed them in there just to use them up. So I'm showing it to you in the pan because I think it'll be a better visual here than when I put it into the bowl, which is saying something because this isn't the best visual right now, I'm aware. But yeah, so I'm going to put it in the bowl, top it with some jalapenos, I think, and I was going to do cheese, but I've buttered some dinner buns and on one of them I put some cheese there, so I don't want to do too much cheese. So maybe this time no cheese, but the jalapenos, yes. We'll see how it goes, and then tomorrow we will tweak it as needed. I'll show you everything once it's in the bowl. Here we go, the final product in the bowl. I added the jalapenos when it was still in the pan heating up, so they are buried in there somewhere. There's 6 jalapeno slices. I have them in a jar. So I think that means they're pickled? No, I'm not so sure. I don't know, but there's jalapenos in there, and they should be infusing the entire thing with the wonderfulness that is jalapeno. I'm kind of looking at it and realizing that I wouldn't mind if I had some HP brown sauce for this. I think that might really help it, but I have pulled out the ketchup. So once it's cooled down enough that I can taste it, well, try it. I can't actually taste it, but try it without burning my mouth. I'll see if I think it needs any ketchup or any kind of a condiment or something on there. Here I've got 2 dinner buns. The one that's closed has actually been opened with a little bit of marge spread on the inside, and then the other one has a squirt on each side of the, what is it called? The Calorie Wise Craft Miracle Whip. And then I have my last piece of cheese, like real cheese, not the plastic cheese, that I like broke into quarters, and then there's a half a piece of cheese on each side of the bun. So here we go. Oh, I also have some tea steeping right there. So that is my dinner, and yeah, I mean, wish me luck. I've not made this before, so hopefully it's good. It's 9:51 in the evening on Monday. I just recently finished editing a video that's going up on Wednesday, which is great, and yeah, I'm tired, but it feels too early to go to bed, which is stupid because I get up at like 5:15, 5:30 in the morning. But instead of going to bed and trying to get to sleep nice and early, I'm going to have tea and processed sugar because I make excellent life choices. So I'm gonna have another one of the Jaffa Jonuts. Such a weird word. I had one in last week's What I Ate in a Week video. Very much enjoyed it. It's like all nice and soft and cake-like, and it was good. So I'm gonna eat this and drink some tea. I'll put some milk in there. And I think I'm going to look at my pumpkin recipes because that season is upon us and I want to do some seasonal baking. I wasn't well enough to last year, and I still won't be able to do as much this year as I would like to, but I think if I plan in advance and space it out to like one recipe a week, then maybe I could do. Usually I kind of like to do like just a big weekend extravaganza of baking and do a whole bunch in one go. I can't do that really with the concussion. So I think though if I spread it out, I can get a bunch of recipes in. I'm thinking my first one's gonna be the soft pumpkin cookies. I don't know, whatever it is, you will see it. Good morning, it is 8:07 a.m. on Tuesday and I'm just getting my breakfast together. I have a cup of tea with a bit of milk in it, half a cup of oats that have 2 tablespoons of powdered peanut butter and 1 tablespoon of brown sugar mixed in, and a lot of water in an attempt to actually cook the oats since they keep not cooking all the way through. I don't know what it is with this batch of of oats, but I don't think I'm going to buy the Superstore brand again because, I mean, oats are oats, so I don't really understand how this is like a thing, but there's something wrong with theirs. So here is my breakfast. It is 12:40 in the afternoon on Tuesday and I am stress eating. I know it's not a good thing, but life is life and I am stressed right now. So I have a cup of tea with a splash of milk, and I'm gonna have one of these Kodiak brownies, the chocolate fudge one, in an attempt to not eat a whole ridiculous amount of cookies because I'm hoping that like the chocolate fudginess of this Kodiak brownie thing will kind of make me think I'm eating more junk food than I am. Does that make any sense? It probably doesn't make any sense. So it has 10 grams of protein. I made it with the water, not the milk this time. Last time I had a cinnamon swirl one, I think. And if you make it with milk, you get a little bit more protein in it. But I don't have that much milk right now. So yeah, I just did it with the water. I actually think it cooked better this time because it's 60 seconds in the microwave and then more time if needed. The other one took, I think almost 2 minutes total. This one was the 60 seconds and it's complete. So that's what it looks like. Sorry for the shadow. There we go. I am aware I need to figure out something better for handling my stress than eating something that is made out of chocolate, but that is not a solution that I'm going to find today in this moment. So we're gonna eat the Kodiak brownie. It is a little after 5 p.m. in the evening on Tuesday and I'm about to have some dinner. I had a doctor's appointment right after work, so I rushed to get ready and I got there and I would have sworn, I would have bet money that my appointment was at 3:15, and then I get there a little bit early and I was so psyched because I was worried I was going to be late, and they were like, oh no, your appointment's not till 3:30. So I went to the coffee shop next door, which is why before this you saw a clip that involved cheesecake. So I shouldn't have eaten that. It was lovely. There was nothing wrong with the cheesecake itself, but the doctor's appointment really flared up a lot of my symptoms. So I have a raging headache and I'm actually quite nauseous. I don't feel well, but I have somewhere that I have to go out to this evening. So I've taken some pain medication and I'm hoping that eating will actually help the not feeling well. Well, that combined with the pain medication and having a little bit of time to just sit and rest. But I just couldn't face the beef stew. There's nothing wrong with the beef stew. It was actually quite fine for dinner last night. I just wanted something more basic, I suppose. I don't know. I was just leaning towards something different. So I took the last 2 dinner buns and my remaining half an avocado. So that's spread out there. And then each bun, I'll close them up after I'm done talking. So each bun has some sauteed mushrooms. You can see one right there. So these are the canned mushrooms that I opened for the beef stew and I only used half of them in there. So I put some in the pan and fried them up and then move them off to the side, put the egg in. The eggs were done over easy, but the yolk should still be runny when I bite into them. So basically it goes calorie-wise, Miracle Whip from Kraft. Is the cheese next? Cheese, sauteed mushrooms, eggs, avocado, all inside 2 dinner buns. They're both exactly the same. So I'm gonna close these up, put some milk in my tea, eat them, and just have a little bit of a rest, potentially a cuddle with the cat, who's looking especially adorable right now, and hopefully I feel better for tonight. Morning, it's 7:55 a.m. on Wednesday, and I'm just getting my breakfast ready. It's a little bit earlier than normal, but the cat got off my lap at about 7:45, and I thought I would take the opportunity to get up and make breakfast without disturbing him versus waiting until he came back, got settled, and then moving him so I could get up and get something to eat and some more caffeine. Really, at this point, it's all about the caffeine. He has, however, stolen my chair, so I'm gonna have to battle him to get it back, but that's fine. It's a battle I'm willing to take on. So my breakfast is pretty much the normal. It's a cup of tea with a splash of milk, half a cup of oats with 2 tablespoons of powdered peanut butter, 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, except it's a little bit more than a half a cup of oats, I think. My half cup measure was dirty, and so I used like the full cup measure and just tried to eyeball to the halfway mark. But then once it was in the bowl, I'm like, yeah, I think I eyeballed wrong. So it might be a little bit over, but not enough that I think it really matters in the grand scheme of things. So I'm gonna sit down and enjoy this, assuming I can get my chair back. We'll see how that goes. It's 11:46 in the morning on Wednesday, and I'm having a little bit of a snack. So like my millionth cup of tea with a splash of milk today. I'm gonna have to buy milk when I go out. And then I have some 0% milk fat Greek yogurt, the Compliments brand, with granola. And the granola that I'm putting on is from Trader Joe's. It's peanut butter protein granola. So there we go, chunky, crunchy, rolled oat clusters with peanuts, peanut butter, and pea protein. Here's the nutritional, let me focus you, there we go, nutritional information. And the ingredients. So the chunks are rather large. I tried to break some of them up, but they're actually really hard to break up. So I envisioned, you know, like smaller grained granola for my little yogurt bowl here. I mean, I'm sure it will be fine. It'll just, I feel like when it's bigger chunks, it doesn't spread throughout the yogurt bowl as easily, so I'll end up with more bites of yogurt, or spoonfuls that's like just yogurt, and then fewer bites that have the granola involved. And I know that sounds like I'm complaining. I'm really not. It's just sort of an observation. But I think, looking at like the picture, or like the see-through part of the bag, I think the farther down I get, the more it's kind of broken up. So maybe these really big chunks are just the very top. I don't know. We'll find out as I go through it. It's 5:17 in the evening. I'm about to have some toast as a snack. I am so hungry and I don't have time for dinner. So I was going to be meeting up with a friend. I thought we were meeting up like a little bit later because we were purposely not meeting up for dinner, but we were just going to go out to get like a bubble tea or something. So I told her the time of my physio appointment and roughly how long I thought it would take, and that when I got home after I'd eaten, I would let her know. And then she decided, and this is totally fine, but she decided that since I had an appointment, she'd book an acupuncture appointment roughly around the same time as mine. So we'd both be like doing stuff, right? So it, again, totally would have worked out, but then her appointment got bumped back by 15 minutes and then by an additional 10 minutes. So by the time I got out of my physio appointment, I had like a whole series of messages from her. So first I'm reading them. I'm like, that's fine. That just gives me more time to go home and make something to eat before we meet up. But then she's saying her appointment is actually kind of near me, so why doesn't she pick me up? And she can pick me up by about 5:20, 5:30, and does that work? But of course she's in her appointment, so I left her a message like, just got home, you know, I can't remember what I said, but basically just sort of like let me know when you're done, and we'll figure it out. And it makes sense to go in one car, you know, better for the environment and everything. I was going to offer to drive her once she was home. But yeah, so I don't know, I'm hungry, but I don't know if she's already eaten or not. So I left her a message saying, you know, I can fit it into the budget. I totally can't, by the way, but I can fit it into the budget to afford to go out for like an actual bite to eat if you want to do that rather than just bubble tea, since I don't think either one of us have had dinner yet, and just sort of left it really open-ended. But she hasn't responded back yet, so I don't know if she's going to respond back with, oh no dude, I ate, or yeah, let's go get a bite to eat. And I'm worried that if I don't eat anything and she's like, no, I'm good, let's just go get bubble tea, and then she's here in 10 minutes, I don't have time to get anything. But knowing me and my luck, I'm going to eat this toast and drink at least hopefully some of my tea, and she's going to message and be like, yeah, let's go get dinner. So there's no winning to this conundrum, but I decided to make the toast because I am quite hungry. And I think I'd rather risk ordering a dinner and not finishing it all and bringing home leftovers than going out on an empty, very hungry stomach and like ending up buying some kind of a desserty thing at a bubble tea shop because I'm just that desperate for food, you know? So all of that to say that it's like 5 something in the evening. I just realized I don't know the exact time, and I'm having some toast and some tea with a splash of milk in it. Good morning. It is 8:42 on Thursday, and this is my breakfast. So I've got a cup of tea with a splash of milk, and half a cup of oats with 2 tablespoons of powdered peanut butter and 1 tablespoon of brown sugar. There is not missing footage. Hopefully I put a little note up before this one. After the bubble tea, I didn't have anything else to eat. When I got home, I really messed up. Like, I ate the toast, and then my friend was like, nope, ready to go now, don't need dinner. So she had dinner plans for later with her partner. Like, he was gonna make something, sort of timing it for when she would be home after bubble tea. And so part of me kind of wishes I hadn't eaten the toast, because then maybe by the time I got home, yes, I would have been super hungry, but I would have been hungry, versus I was full of toast and bubble tea, and that is not a meal. And yet I was all like, I can't eat right now. And I didn't start feeling actively hungry until right around the time I was going to go to bed. And no way was I going to eat then. I really thought I would wake up this morning just starved and have an early breakfast, but no. So I don't know why, but I'm okay with it. So normal breakfast, roughly normal time frame. All is good with the Thursday so far. It's 12:51 in the afternoon on Thursday, and I'm about to have a snack. It's a cup of tea with a splash of milk. This is like easily my 5th or 6th cup of tea today. And then some 0% milk fat Greek yogurt with some of the Trader Joe's granola spread on top. I tried to break up some of the bigger pieces, but you can see like this one here is massive, and I could not break it with my hands. So that's for teeth. It's around 4 p.m. on Thursday, and I'm just about to sit down and have dinner. To be honest, I'm feeling like a little undecided about this. I heated it up because I pre-made it in a batch so I would have easy dinners, and it is a perfectly acceptable meal to be having. So I'm not like upset about it or anything. I'm just kind of like meh about the whole concept of eating right now. It's that yogurt snack I had. I had it too late in the day, and it's throwing me off. So note to self, if I'm gonna snack during the workday, snack earlier. But okay, so I'm gonna sit down, have dinner, have a bit of a rest. I have to go out and I have to run an errand for Striker, the cat, before I go out, or like in conjunction with going out. So I had to go out a little bit earlier than normal, which is going to piss him off because all he wants to do is cuddle, and all I really want to do is cuddle. But oh well, grown-ups, right? We gotta do grown-up stuff sometimes. So the stew, I added jalapenos into it when I was warming it up, and I might put like a hot sauce or something on there. I haven't decided yet. I just always feel like stews need some kind of a condiment. And then I have a cup of tea that I will put milk into in just a minute. And for my dessert, I'm going to have a Jaffa donut from my UK junk food haul. I'm working very hard at not opening a box of cookies that I keep looking at, because once they're open, I feel like it's just going to be crazy cookie pandemonium over here. So I'm trying to eat things that are individually packaged. So there we go. This will be my dinner. It is a smidge after 10 o'clock at night on Thursday, and I'm about to have a snack. Now what I actually really want to be having is udon noodles with that peanut sauce that I got from Trader Joe's, but I'm not eating that at 10 o'clock at night. I refuse. So instead I have 2 pieces of toast for the carbs in case what I'm craving in regards to the noodles is something carb related. And then I'm also doing an apple that I have sliced up, and then I've reconstituted some powdered peanut butter to make it into sort of dipping consistency. So to do that, you just take the powdered peanut butter, I did 2 tablespoons, and then you add water. I think originally you're supposed to do it with like equal amounts of water to the powdered peanut butter, but it makes it very, very thick, and I wanted it for dipping consistency. So I added a bit more water. You just eyeball it, really, because if you get it wrong, then you just add a bit more water to thin it out, or add a bit more of the powdered peanut butter to thicken it up. Like, it's not hard. If I can do it, you can do it. So I decided to do the apple with the peanut butter for dipping and then the toast. And I'm going to try very hard to not think about udon noodles in a peanut sauce. And I also have a cup of tea that is steeping. I just don't have it in camera view right now. Good morning, welcome to Friday. It is 8:20-ish or so in the morning, and I'm very proud of all of us for making it to the end of the work week. I have my standard breakfast for a work day, so my cup of tea with a splash of milk, half a cup of oats with 2 tablespoons of powdered peanut butter and 1 tablespoon of brown sugar. I'm aware it looks more like an oatmeal soup right now. I put in too much water. Again, I know I've done this multiple times over the past couple weeks. It's not really on purpose. Like, I'm trying to put a little extra water and then I end up putting too much. But it's fine because I just leave it to sit for a little bit longer than normal and it thickens up, and yeah, it's still good. You just need to have a little bit more patience before you start eating it is all. I don't know about where you live, but where I am, it is a long weekend. We have Monday off as a statutory holiday, so I am doubly excited that this is Friday because it means just 3 days of doing whatever. I don't really have big epic plans or anything. I'm just excited that I don't have to be up at 5:15 in the morning. So have a great Friday, everybody. I'll see you for the next meal. It is 11:30 in the morning on Thursday and I'm having a snack. I know. I don't know why I'm snacking so much this week, but I am. But hey, it could be worse. It could be the cookies. I've been eyeing up a box of cookies, I swear, like all week, and have resisted them up until this point. So I'm giving myself a little pat on the back. And also, I bought the yogurt, and even though it was on sale, it was still kind of pricey and I don't want to waste it. So I'm trying to make sure that I eat some, if not every day, most days since it got opened. So this is the 0% milk fat Compliments brand yogurt. The Greek yogurt with the Trader Joe's peanut butter clusters granola on top. And then I have, of course, a cup of tea with a splash of milk in it, because what would it be without tea and milk? And here we go. This should be good for me until dinner time, so hopefully there's not another clip in between this one and dinner being like, yeah, ate the cookies. Cross fingers for me. It is 3:40 and I'm about to sit down to dinner. Do you ever decide to eat because you want to put off doing something else? Because that's totally what I'm doing right now. I will have to do what I'm putting off later on this evening, but I just didn't want to do it yet. So I decided that meant it was dinner time. Totally makes sense, right? So I have a package of udon noodles. I've just put some, like a general frozen veg mixture in there. And this is the last of the peanut sauce from Trader Joe's. So sad, but also like, yay, finished a jar of something that I opened in a reasonable amount of time. I do have one package left though of the udon noodles, so I'll have to figure out something to do with that. And then the salad kit that I bought, I hadn't eaten it yet and I don't want it to go to waste. So I put half of it roughly, I eyeballed it, into this bowl. So half of the lettuce mix, half of the bread these thingies, half of the seasoning, not quite half of the dressing, because I find they always give a lot of dressing, just to sort of give me the salad without taking away from the noodles. I know it's a lot of food, but I'm hoping it's kind of okay. I have a really busy day tomorrow and I have a lot of stuff I need to do tonight, and I'm going to pretend that that is a perfectly reasonable reason to overfuel myself right now. So this is my dinner, and I of course have a cup of tea that has been steeping with some milk in it. It is 7 p.m. on Saturday. I'm very sorry about my voice. It's been a very loud day. So it was the last race festival of the season, and I was on site all day, something that I haven't been able to do for most of the season because of my concussion. So it's super exciting. I'm very windburned. I'm losing my voice, and it was all completely worth it. This is not the first food that I've eaten today. I just did not have a chance to be able to film. So in case I don't remember to put in a clip before this one, just with written down what I ate, I had the oatmeal that I always have for breakfast early this morning at about 7:30, and then somewhere during the day, my team, we have food and stuff that we bring for the team to eat. So I took a tortilla wrap and I spread some spinach dip on it. I put some chicken, some grilled chicken breast, a piece of cheese, and some baby spinach. I wrapped that up. I ate 2 Timbits, I admit, and I think that's it. So I'm home now. I'm exhausted and I'm very hungry and I was not gonna cook. So I ordered delivery from White Spot. So I got the legendary burger. Looks like that with the addition of lettuce and tomato and sauteed onions. The cheese is not very melted, but that's because I didn't get them to add the cheese. I added it once it came here because it's like over $2 for a slice of cheese to be added to this thing, and it's the exact same cheese I have in my fridge. So I'm sorry if that makes me a very cheap human, but I wasn't doing that. Especially when the sauteed onions used to be free and now they're $2 and something. So that was a little bit annoying. And then I got the side of fries, and it comes with a coleslaw. And then there's also a slice of a dill pickle, but I took it off the burger because it makes the bun soggy. So I will eat it, it's just not in the picture because anywhere I put it on the plate will make things soggy that I do not want soggy. Normally, I struggle to eat all the fries with a White Spot burger meal because there are quite a few and the burger is very good, but after a race day is usually the one time I can quite easily finish them. So I do anticipate eating this entire thing. I also have a cup of tea I'm going to put some milk into, and I'm going to get some water because I need to hydrate. And yeah, this is dinner. Hello, it is almost 2 in the afternoon on Sunday. I am so sorry for how my voice sounds. I've partially lost it and it's just not coming back yet. So this is kind of what I'm stuck with. When I'm editing, if it sounds really horrific, I'll take out the sound and I'll just put some words on the screen to save you this. I have made for my first meal of the day 2 pieces of toast with a slice of cheese each and then a sunny side up egg over top. And I sprinkled a little bit of salt on the eggs when they were in the frying pan. I have a cup of tea with a splash of milk that I'm hoping will help soothe my throat. And then this is the other half of the everything but the bagel salad kit. I had the other half of it earlier this week with a dinner. There's more this time than there was with the first half I ate. I only eyeballed splitting it up, so clearly I didn't quite eyeball it evenly, but it's fine. I think over the week total, it'll balance out that I have a bit more of the salad today than the other day. Like, it'll be fine. So this is my meal. I'm gonna sit and enjoy and cuddle with the cat and rest for a little bit, and I hope my voice comes back. It is 6:40 in the evening on Sunday, and I'm about to have a quick snack before I call my mom. We have like epically long phone calls, so it's best to eat something going into it, and we always make sure to have a cup of tea ready also at the start of the conversation, because seriously, like 3 or 4 hours this call will be, and it's gonna be great. I absolutely love them. I'm not trying to sound like I'm complaining, just that if I don't eat something before the call, extreme hunger will hit somewhere in the middle. And while this won't hold off all of the hunger, because by the time we get off, I'm gonna be like, I need sustenance, but it's too late to make dinner. It's kind of what I'm feeling like having right now, I suppose. These are best eaten on the day they are purchased because they're made fresh at the bakery. So I knew I was going to be eating it this evening. It is a croissant turned into a donut. So it's a croissant that's been glazed and then drizzled with chocolate. It doesn't really, I mean, except for like the curve to it, it doesn't really look like that much of a croissant anymore, but it is, and it is amazing, I promise. Horrifically bad for you, but something to enjoy every now and then. And I'm gonna have a diet root beer with it, and I have a cup of tea ready to go as well. So I'm gonna eat the croissant and then call my mom, and then we shall chat for ages. It is a little bit after 11 o'clock at night on Sunday, and this is my snack. I didn't have dinner because I was on the phone with my mom. We talk for hours and hours. It was almost 4 hours this time, and we only stopped because she's on a cordless phone, and the first one she was using, the battery had died, so she moved over to the second one, and that one, the battery was about to die, and she hadn't charged the first one while using the second, so the phone was just going to be dead. Yeah. We chat, we get along really well. So I decided to have a yogurt bowl with granola for a snack because I need something. I'm too hungry to not eat anything, but it's too late at night to really want anything overly heavy, I feel. So I put the last of my 0% milk fat plain Greek yogurt in the bowl and then covered it with this granola. And it's down to, like, instead of the really big chunks like before, you can see it's all little pieces now. So the granola had completely covered the yogurt and it looked like I was just having a bowl of granola. So I mixed it up so that you could see that there really is yogurt in there. Not that I think that you would think that I would lie about a thing like that, but I don't know, brains do weird things, and it made me think I should mix it up. So that is going to be the snack. I'm going to put some milk in this tea, that will go with it, and there we go.